Welcome to Claim Your Mind, where we simplify complex industry challenges with clarity and strategy. Today, we're tackling one of the most overlooked mistakes in oil production operations: the mindset of more barrels equals more success, while completely ignoring operating costs, opportunity losses, and market conditions. Think of oil production as a pyramid. At the base, we have three critical operational factors: time, because delays in production cost money; margins, because profitability is key, not just production volume, and production volumes, but only when they make economic sense. And at the apex of the pyramid is quality, the factor that determines whether operations are truly efficient or just burning money. If you ignore any one of these elements, your entire operation becomes unstable, just like a pyramid missing a cornerstone. And yet, many E&P companies sacrifice profitability just to keep reporting higher production numbers. Too many companies focus only on total barrels produced, instead of considering the cost of lifting, processing, and handling those barrels. Operators keep extracting from inefficient wells because they contribute to higher total volumes on reports. But these same wells produce high water cuts, sand, or heavy crude, making them far more expensive to process. Instead of shutting them down, companies overload processing facilities, strain artificial lift systems, and burn excess energy just to keep them online. The result? A massive hidden operating cost that erodes profitability. Lifting crude is just one part of the equation, but what happens after that? High water cuts? More energy and chemicals needed for separation, high gas content, more compression and flaring costs, heavy crude, additional heating and handling expenses. Many E&P companies underestimate the total cost of processing the crude they lift, assuming that as long as they're producing, they're making money. But if the processing cost per barrel is too high, those extra barrels actually reduce overall profitability rather than improve it. Here's where many companies go wrong. They treat all wells the same, regardless of market conditions. When oil prices are high, you can afford to extract from wells with higher operating costs, because the margins remain intact. This is when it makes sense to go after harder-to-lift oil, marginal wells, or heavier crude streams. But when oil prices drop, smart companies shift their focus to low-lifting cost wells. The ones that require minimal artificial lift, have fewer processing challenges, and can still maintain profitability even at lower oil prices. Another mistake that companies make is to look at locked-in potential only from a production gain standpoint, instead of dynamically adjusting production strategies based on market conditions. A well with high flow rates may look attractive, but if it comes with excessive processing costs, is it really profitable? Are you prioritizing low-cost, high-margin wells when prices are low, or are you just chasing volumes without assessing real profitability? Another major pitfall: sticking to inefficient wells instead of reallocating resources to better opportunities. Every barrel processed inefficiently is wasting processing capacity that could be used for a higher margin barrel. Every inefficient well that's kept alive is taking up manpower, energy, and infrastructure that could be optimized elsewhere. Many companies burn through their operating budgets on low-value wells instead of focusing on their most profitable reservoirs. A well-run operation balances the three base factors of the pyramid. 1. Time. Delays in decision-making lead to unnecessary costs and lost efficiency. 2. Margins. A high production well is meaningless if the operating cost per barrel is too high. 3. Production volume. More barrels are only valuable when they add real economic value, not when they increase costs. And at the apex of it all is quality, which ensures that every barrel produced is truly contributing to bottom-line success. E&P success isn't just about pumping more oil, it's about lifting and processing it efficiently while aligning production with market conditions. Ask yourself, are you producing barrels that add value, or are you just increasing volumes at the cost of profitability? That's it for today's episode. If you found this insightful, subscribe to Claim Your Mind for more discussions on business, strategy, and industry best practices. See you in the next one.